cell signaling and transduction pathways. It is a specialized type of communication that takes place intracellularly or extracellularly. The most important structure involved in this process is the receptor and ligand. Receptors are the specialized type of macromolecules which are present either intracellularly or extracellularly to which ligands will bind, while ligands are the substances which bind with the receptor. So here in this diagram we can see the extracellular receptor as well as the intracellular receptor. Intracellular receptors may be present in the nucleus or in the cytoplasm, and it shows the binding of the ligands to the receptor and the initiation of the signal transduction pathway. So receptor site where the receptor will bind with the ligand is called ligand binding domain. So receptors, they have two domains, intracellular domain and extracellular domain. Examples of the ligands are hormone, neurotransmitters, toxins, drugs and biochemical substances. So ligands are of three types. They may be the peptide, large molecules, they may be charged particles like catecholamines, or they may be highly lipid soluble molecules. So once ligand will binds with the receptor, the biological activity will be started or conformational change will take place. So ligands, they are classified as peptide hormones, catecholamines, dopamine, acetylcholine, prostaglandins, histamine, 5-hydroxytryptamine. All these are the examples of extracellular ligands, while intracellular ligands are those which can easily pass through the cell membrane. So either these are lipid soluble or their size is very small. So these are the steroid hormones like vitamin D, thyroid hormone and retinoids. Receptors, extracellular receptors, the types of extracellular receptors are 7-pass receptors or serpentine receptors, or G stimulatory receptors, GQ receptors, and 1-pass receptors are also called enzyme link receptors. While intracellular receptors, they are present either in the nucleus or in the cytoplasm. So this is the examples of 7-pass receptor. This is so called because it traverses or passes through the cell membrane 7 times. So it has two domains, an extracellular domain and intracellular domain. So once ligand is attached to the extracellular domains, signal are passed to the intracellular domain, which cause change in the G protein, which is responsible for the signal transduction pathway. So G protein, it is an intracellular protein which has three subunits, alpha, beta and gamma, and all these three subunits are present in a fused form in association with GDP when it is inactive, and in the active form of the G proteins it has alpha subunits and a GTP. So this shows that how the ligand attached to the extracellular domain and signals are passed which cause the activation of the G protein. So ligand is called the first messenger which attaches with the extracellular domain of the receptor. So the intracellular change will cause the activation of the G proteins. So this G protein will cause activation of the adenylyl cyclase enzyme. This adenylyl cyclase will cleave ATP into cyclic AMP. So cyclic AMP will cause the activation of the protein kinase A. So once protein kinase is activated, either it will cause the activation or the phosphorylation of the hormones of phosphorylation of the enzymes, which cause either activation of the hormones or activation of the transcriptional factors. So the metabolic response is altered. So this cyclic AMP, it is inactivated by the phosphodiesterase enzyme or G inhibitory protein. So once the required metabolic change or metabolic response is achieved. So this is all about the G protein, G stimulatory protein. Thank you.